here today to say goodbye to the lies, bitch. Hammer in the nigga face, got him talking high pitch. Falsetto like you belong in the pair of stilettos. You drinking the woman's drink, I'm on that Hennessy level. You sounding real sentimental.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is a review of a fragrance called Hot is Black from a perfume company called New Parfums, N-U Parfums. Now, the reason I sort of found out about this house is I was at TJ Maxx one day and I saw a fragrance called Black is Black. I bought it, didn't think it was horrible, saw some others, bought some other ones as well. So I actually own Black is Black, Black is Black Sport, Black is Black Modern Oud, and Black is Black Hot is Black. And the reason why I'd say I continue to buy these is because there really weren't Fragrantica reviews on these. They're not even listed on the site, and there's not a lot of information on them, even on base notes. So I decided to buy some. They're super cheap and give you guys some info. I will review all of them at some point, but we're gonna start with this one, Hot is Black. Now, with that said, you guys know that I like to do house background, and it's kind of hard to do that here. I can tell you that this company, New Parfums, was founded in 2006. They operate in New York City. For men, they have something called a Black Collection, a Triumphant Collection, and a Yachtmaster Collection. I'm a little bit surprised that there's been no lawsuit from Rolex, but whatever. And for women, they have a Flor Nirvana Collection, a scent called Paradisiac, and Black is Black fragrances for women. Again, I'm sorry about the noise outside. Now, I paid $10 for my 100 ml of this at TJ Maxx, and if you want to purchase this one, you can grab this online for about 12 bucks at your various online retailers. And the notes on this fragrance include bergamot, grapefruit, orange, jasmine, gardenia, cedarwood, vanilla, and musk. Presentation, they all have, all the Black is Black. You can see Hot is Black there. It's cut out of the label. They have these curved bottles, so they sort of sit on an arch. And then it's like a red bottle. I don't think the juice is red. Decent sprayer, I have to say. Not bad there. And they all have this same curved bottle. It clearly says Hot is Black for men, with hot on the hot also in the background in bright red. So that's your presentation. It's a pretty cheap presentation, to be honest with you, but I guess what do you expect for 10 bucks? And I wish I could come on here and tell you how amazing this is or how interesting this smells and give you all these revelations about this fragrance, but I can't. And I thought deeply about why am I even reviewing this scent? And the answer, as I said, is because I bought it and I had no frame of reference other than other purchases I made from this brand, but there's not much out there about this. It kind of smells like a Red Hot. Like a cinnamon Red Hot is the best way that I can sort of describe it. There's some citrus, there's some obvious spice. I think the goal here was to combine this subpar citrus accord with a spice accord that was somewhat reminiscent of like Red Hot candy. And then somehow piece that together with some white florals in the middle, really synthetic white florals. Look, this doesn't smell terrible. It's not a terrible smelling fragrance. There's some vanilla in here as well. There's some white musk in the base, but it just isn't very good. It's just, if you like anything that's like niche or really good nuanced designer scents, this isn't gonna do it for you. It's very screechy, synthetic. If you spray this on your skin, again, not gonna smell horrible. You won't smell bad. No one will move away from you, but I think you'd be a real fucking idiot if you made this your signature scent. This is literally a synthetic citrus accord, a spice accord, a white floral accord, vanilla, and musk. I can guarantee you there are no natural materials anywhere near this fragrance. This is probably the cheapest formula that this fragrance house could afford. They got it back and they were like, cool, let's produce this. This almost sort of makes you realize how brilliant a designer scent that even I won't wear and like that sits on a Sephora shelf is when you smell this. Like if you smell something like YSL Y and then you smell this and you're like, whoa, man, YSL Y is pretty well done compared to this. As far as performance goes on this one, I will be honest and tell you that this performs pretty well. It lasts on skin for about 8 hours. It projects for 6, and for a fragrance that's so cheap and generic and synthetic, that's somewhat impressive, if I'm being honest. It just projects well, there's decent sillage, and it lasts on the skin. I can't knock this fragrance for its performance. I think this could be unisex, but I don't know what woman or man, to be honest with you, would want to wear this. I think this is ideally for a kid. And I mean a teenager who's at the discounter and really wants to dip their toe into wearing fragrances. Hopefully this will be a gateway to some better bottles and some real exploration. And I do think a kid, and I mean a teenager, could wear this as a signature scent. It's sort of light and harmless enough. It's not going to embarrass you. It's just going to smell boring and of low quality. If I'm comparing this to other things out there, I'll tell you guys, this is pretty unique. And I really thought this one through. And there's just not much it reminds me of. It does smell like other versions of this fragrance. Black is Black and Black is Black Sport. But this is spicier. This is like a nighttime version of the original. I would say the one scent this reminds me a little bit of, because there's a spicy red cinnamon thing sort of going on with it, is Zero Masculine Plus by Diesel. I don't love that fragrance, but I will tell you that I think that fragrance is much better than this fragrance, if that says anything. If someone were trying to talk you into purchasing this one, I think they tell you that it's really cheap, it's widely available, and it won't make you smell horrible. It might be an okay intro scent. I think if someone were trying to talk you into skipping this one, they would say that it's just very juvenile. There's nothing special about this perfume. It's really cheap smelling and it's not interesting. It's cheap smelling and it's not interesting. And those are its biggest indictments. Because of that, I have to give this a 4 out of 10. I don't think there's any reason for anyone with a wide array of fragrances to go for this one. This is really, without a doubt, beginner juice. It's not interesting. It's completely synthetic. It's not complex. There's not a lot of nuance. That doesn't mean that it's bad, but if you're into fragrances that have some spark and some life and are well blended and use some naturals, then I really recommend passing on this one. And eventually we'll get to some of the others from this collection, New Parfums, and sort of look at and decide if there's anything worthwhile from this house. So guys, that has been my take on Hot is Black by New Parfums. Wish I could been a little bit more positive or had some more to say, or even describe this scent a little bit better, but it's just very simple and sort of plain. So if you've smelled anything from this brand that you like, please drop a comment. Let me know what from New Parfums is worth checking out. And of course, I'll see you again very soon with more videos. Guys, my name is
and we would bring it to you.
The fear run through you and paralyzed thoughts. Homie, I'm too boss. You don't woke a sleeping giant, prepared to get dwarfed.
Just liability, so I gotta write you off.